Good morning, good morning, good morning. Exactly. Yes. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes, very good. But just have a chat about what you will do on the weekend while I take my time to shoot that woman over there. Okay, right. And this woman here. Okay, right. Okay, discuss what you will do on the weekend. Okay, begin. Okay, so Wendy and Tachi, no, actually, because you already started the conversation. So Tachi, you get down here with Joanna. So pair, right? Okay, begin.
Because I special business plan.
What I usually proposition was one a technical automation was not very easy. Around 4,000 or 5,000.
I saw you. Brandon, have a chat with
I don't want anything to try.
Commitment.
I don't know.
Because I was looking for my start.
Because
Okay. I confused with
This weekend I
You understood everything?
Because sometimes different
I wish I had one more, more, there is a political system. Just like what I was
What a lovely last day it is, absolute joy. Sit yourself down. Don't get too smart there. Are you texting each other your conversation? Oh, that's very good, very good. What?
She's dancing because today is her last day.
I hope
We
that's.
don't like it.
I hope it's a dance of sadness.
Yeah.
Dance of sadness, of course.
Because everybody got like
What's the name of this?
And also they asked me for a lot of shops, like I need to travel a lot of shops. Just because they say we need to pay and I'm going because I need to do a bus, train, everything. And then yes, and they told me every other supervisor had money. And also the waiters had more than me, and I was like, okay. And also, you don't know. I was like, and then the evening here, and also they have all I know, always from from which maybe the same. Could you already? So I work there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. They are going to
Thank you.
every day for 3 days. I was that person holidays, but I have holidays. You know, when you are nice, available, and you are not complaining, and like
Also they work.
Doing work?
Yeah.
My dream job.
All the time. So I did some breakfast with the girls, and then said to my cousin, my cousin said something.
Right. Did anyone learn any new vocabulary there? You did? Oh, amazing. Right, okay, so what new vocabulary did you learn, Dr. Fernanda?
this kind of pattern of the sheet.
Okay, so what's the pattern?
This is the line.
Yeah, okay, so.
Square pattern.
Squared would be with the mathematics.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so aligned pattern on the page, etc. Anything else? Or you just say a page with lines. Okay, that is also acceptable. A page with lines. Okay. Okay, right, and anything else? Anything else? No? Okay, this group down in the back.
Settled status.
A what?
Settled.
Settled.
Status and pre-settled.
Settled status and what was the word? Precedent. So this word?
Yes. No, sorry. Pre-settled status.
Okay, it's the
Just
same word.
settled status and before settled status, pre-settled.
Pre-settled.
Sorry. Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
To go to Belfast.
Alright, that's a strange expression. Okay, this.
I have some words, but this
Yes?
is
Yeah, that's fine.
then what is this?
Unbearable and unit.
And also harmonic.
Unbearable, leaning, over, flinch. Okay, that's enough. Okay, there we go. Anything else? Yes, someone.
Conk out.
To conk out. Like this word, is it? Yes, okay. Anything else?
Tips off.
Which?
Tips off. Tips off.
Tips off. What?
T-I. P.
Oh, to tip off. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. Yes. Please.
Then it's seedled. Then it's seedled.
Spell it. Sidled. Like this, is it?
No. S-E-double-D.
S-E double T L-E.
Yeah.
Settle. Right, okay. Now, I'm trying to hear yours, and then Jeremy keeps giving me hers, so I'm getting half a definition of both of them. Okay, yeah. So, anyone else? Yeah, it's a. Don't get smart with me. Don't get smart with me. Apologies there, you got caught in the crossfire down the back. Right, anything else? No? Okay, yes, Louise.
That's great. It's a question. How dare you?
How old are you?
No, how dare you?
Oh, how dare you? Oh, I thought you said, how old are you? I just want to ask you a question. Yes, 165. Okay, how dare you?
I see this expression a lot in my books.
Anything else? Anything else, Louise?
No.
No. And this group?
Fagot. Fagot.
Where are you getting these words from? Okay, that word. Is it?
Yes.
That's okay. It's it can be used in a bad way. Yes, very bad way. Anything else?
King.
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 This word.
K.
Sorry.
Yes.
Now, look up there. Okay. Look over the door. Look over the door. Look at the poster over the door. Okay. Anything else?
She might. S-C-H-E-M-I-N-G.
Oh, scheming. Okay. Too scheming. Okay. Right. Anything else? Oh, look at this. She's dying on her last day. Right. Anything else?
He holds Barrett. Barrett?
What was the first word, though?
He holds Barrett.
You sure it's not no?
That's
I would say that first word should be no.
five.
Okay, I'll come back to that. He holds
Yeah, I know, I'm the worst person exactly.
Yeah, I never heard E holds bars. No, so okay. That's it. This is maybe what you meant. Oh, on your last day you missed again. Right? No, I would say that's the expression. I could be wrong with this. I'll come back to that. Give me another one.
Wish me luck. Wish me luck.
Wish me luck. Alright. Anything else?
Affordable packages.
Affordable packages.
About what?
I sent you the
Oh,
buzzer.
it's amazing, Tachi. It's amazing.
Appraisal.
Sorry, just 1 second there. It's amazing, Tachi, that when you're speaking like this, even when you're not moving your mouth, you sound like Petrini and Chereni. Okay, what a disgrace over here. What a disgrace.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Well, I thought you, Petrini sounds very similar to you. You don't remember yesterday? Okay, no. Yes, exactly. Right. Okay, silence now. Silence the three of you. Yes, Tachi. Yes, one more.
Appraisal.
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 This word, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Does anyone know any of those words or expressions? I think, even though it's a Friday, I'm going to be very liberal with this gun use today. Now, does anyone know any of those expressions or words on the board?
Yes.
Wish me luck. What's that mean? Wish me luck. Yeah, but why would you use that expression?
When
When you need to.
If you have
When?
time,
Yes.
Why would Kayeni use that expression? Why would Kayeni use that expression?
for a day, for a day.
Yeah, it could be, or it's her last day and she's going off into the sunset. You say,
Wish me luck.
wish me luck. Exactly. Okay? Or it's because she did something bad in the class and she expects something bad to come. Okay? This, for example. Okay, so that's when you would use wish me luck. When would you use this expression?
When someone says something that to you, for example, you can like
Like a shout.
say some bad words. I mean, how dare you? Like,
Exactly.
why you are doing this?
Like, for example, when my students, like, for example, Luis says, he said, how old are you? And I'll say, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, how dare you? And there's another word that you could put in the middle here, make it seem very, very fancy as well. You go,
How very dare
how
you?
very dare you? Okay,
I
so,
saw a lot in like games, movies.
yeah, you'll hear how dare you in lots of context, okay? But how very dare you makes it sound a bit posh or funny in some case. So I'm going to ask you a question and then you are going to reply with this expression. Okay, you understand that? You are all terrible students.
How dare you? How very dare you?
Okay, now, and you need to be, okay, like this. Okay, so I'll do it again. You are all terrible students.
How very dare you?
Exactly, and if some of you had put in the same amount of effort as Samuel down the back, you would have seen Samuel going, how very dare you? Yes, very good. Okay, so this is how you use that expression. Come back to this. Okay, this, nobody asked this, but I heard Carla using this in a different way. How do you pronounce that?
You think?
How do you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Say it quickly, really quickly. You more quickly.
Do you?
Okay, so Carla said this. You think it's necessary, or she said you think it's something, I can't remember what, but you began with you think. And that's perfectly normal, you can do that, but that's an easy way, okay? How would an English native speaker contract that? J. J. Not Jew. They'll say J. Do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's necessary? Okay, so the pronunciation of this U becomes Y. Okay? And this will disappear, and that DY combination becomes J. Jew, or Jew, I should say. You can say Jew, okay? You can say Jew. Do you think it's necessary, or J? Do you think it's necessary? So I want you to get into the habit of that. The only problem for you is this contraction. So that was 2. Petrini, stop talking. Petrini. Good, right. Okay, right. Okay. And you too, Jeremy. Okay, right. Okay, how would you pronounce that? Okay. J. Now, do you have a problem? What's the problem? What is the problem? The sound is the same. So you go, what the hell, how am I supposed to understand, is the English speaker talking about the present or the past? Yeah, the second verb here, or the context, is going to tell you, is it talking about the present or is it the past? Or the context of the conversation. So if I say to you, do you think it was necessary? Do you think it was necessary? You're definitely talking about the past because you're using this. Do you think it's necessary? Then you're talking about the present or all the time, okay? Because this part here is talking about all the time, or at the present moment, or whatever. Okay? That's hard. That's very hard. You have to get the context of the conversation. If you don't get the context of the conversation, you're past, present, and you just have to guess, okay? But English native speakers will have no problems with this, okay? So you have to do a bit of practice with the connected speech rubbish. I think this is the expression that Tachi really meant. No holes barred, okay? No holes barred. This expression means with no limitations. No limitations at all. So for example, if I said, there's a fight, no holes barred. Okay? So you could kick the person, you could bite the person, or whatever it is you want to do. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You're very violent in this class. Okay? So no holes barred, no limitations, no restrictions. That's what that is. Okay? I think that's probably what it means. The context, I don't know what he hold barred meant. Okay?
He holds.
I don't know. I'll have a look there. Right, how's it? Yes, that's exactly what I wrote. No hold barred. That's a mistake. Right. Okay, so it's just a play on words. It's a play on words. That's really what it means. Okay? Next one then, a eulogy. What's a eulogy? You should know this actually. What's a eulogy?
Say, but like
When?
when someone dies.
Yeah, when somebody dies and the person says something nice about the person after their death. Okay, now if you look, so when somebody gives a speech, very often a priest or whatever, some religious figure, or maybe some member of the family, usually a religious figure, they give a speech about the person's life and they'll say good things about them. And that's when they die. Okay, you understand that? Now, so let's say Laurent, he passed away. Okay, so he's finished his life, etc. Who do you think is going to say lovely things about Laurent? Joanna. Joanna is going to say, oh, Laurent, he was a magnificent man. Okay, I remember his beautiful eyes, etc., blah, blah, etc., etc. Okay, now if you look at the beginning of that word, you will see this. Now when you see that, what do you think? And do not say a passport. Okay, right. Anyone, what does EU in the beginning of that mean? Anyone? Any guesses? EU at the beginning of the word? Good or nice. Okay? Can anyone guess what that means? Euphonic. Good. Can anyone guess what that word means?
That cannot speak. Dog.
What does this mean again? Good. What do you think that means? Yes, yes, exactly. So phonic is talking about sound, and you is good. I presume you know the word euphoria. Okay, that means good. Okay. So, yes, exactly. But euthanasia. What's euthanasia? This word. Euthanasia. You don't know what it is?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
If I did,
Why? What? No, it's not in. You just come in and hit
I'm
people.
sick, I have cancer and I decide to
Yes.
die with
You want a good death or a nice death. This thing here is talking about death. Okay? Thanatos. Okay? It's the Greek word for death. This is euthanasia. Say it again. Euthanasia. I said, what a horrible word to talk about. But okay. So, but this here, this means death or thanatos. Did anyone ever see that Marvel movie? Oh, what's the bloody? I don't know what those Marvel movies. Avengers or something like that. And then there was a character who was the big main bad guy. What was his name? Thanos or something like that. I'm pretty sure that they named the person Thanos because it sounded like Thanatos, which means death. And I think he just went like that or something, and then half the people died or whatever. So I guess that that's because of the connection that there might have been some connection to death. I don't know. So euthanasia, that's a good death, etc. So you see this here, you expect good. Okay. Yes.
Eulogy is
Eulogy.
Eulogy. It's linked to the religious thing.
Oh yes, it is the religious thing. That's why I said that when the priest gives the nice thing about whatever. Okay, we've done that. Okay, this word. Okay, I suppose we'll. This word here. Yes, I do all of these. Yeah.
no, they're like this.
Yes, I did. I just this page here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You didn't.
so the girls here said that I didn't do it, but if you can look back at the video, you will see Dr. Fernanda lifting up the page. Okay, and she showed the lined page. And if you don't believe me, you can play back about 10 minutes ago. Okay, all right. Now this word here is. Well, it does have a very old-fashioned meaning, okay? But it also has a very, very negative meaning that I hope you never had to hear, okay?
Yeah.
So the word faggot in the old-fashioned meaning is...
Yeah. Oh my god. That's not good.
No, it's this. See? Oh, God, it's a bit hard to see. See those meatballs there like that? Okay, so you get minced meat or whatever. I think it was usually made out of pork or whatever, and you put it into that. It's still used, I think, in more traditional cooking in the north of Britain. It's not really used very much in Ireland, to the best of my knowledge. But it also is. I don't know why this would be the. Maybe I could guess that. It also is a slur or a very offensive term to a gay man. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so don't use it. But again, if you do hear it, it's not going to be pronounced fagot. Okay. This is it. I don't like using the term, but anyway, you'll hear people use it. Okay. I hope not too many people will hear that, okay? But if you do hear it, it's probably going to be in that negative connotation. Some idiots are on the street or something. But if an old granny says it, it's probably that. Okay, okay, and then they just don't use the other term. So just be careful about how you use that. Okay. The next word here, this word is up on that page, and it's a very important, or well, not very important, but it's a common enough word. So if you look above the door, you'll see. Oops, sorry, Patrick. You'll see some expressions talking about likes and dislikes. So the third line there, you'll see, I'm very or really or quite keen on. Now if you say you're keen, the third line there. So if you say you're keen on someone, what does that mean? Well, look at the title. What do you think it is?
Like.
Yeah, you really like the person, okay? So, and probably in a romantic or sexual way. Like, for example, I'm not saying anything about any people in this class, but maybe someone at work takes your interest, and that person, you possibly dream about them every night, okay, for example, okay? So this person, this maybe Irish person, maybe you're very keen on this person, and maybe you would telephone them at night, for example, or during the class, okay? Okay, so that means you're keen on, you really like the person. You can say, oh, I'm keen on golf or whatever as well, okay? It can be an activity. It doesn't have to be a person, okay? Understand that? Okay, very good. Okay, the next one then, if I say it's this word. Where did I put that? Keen. Where's keen? This word, very useful. So in Petrini's book there, one of the expressions is lean over. What's lean? Okay, it's very, very common to hear the word lean with other prepositions here, or adverbs, I should say, adverb particles. So lean over, lean back, lean forward, lean out, lean in, whatever. Okay, so if I said to you, lean back in your seats, what would you do? Lean back in your seats. Okay, watch Roberto, do it again. Exactly. Okay, now, all of you, lean back in your seats. Okay, lean forwards. Lean forwards. Remember, wards is direction, so for is front. Yeah, so everyone here, forwards. Lean over your partner. What do you think that means? Up you. Right, here's Brandon. Lean over your partner.
I don't know.
I'll get up. Right, lean over your partner.
I don't know what this is.
Okay, you want to get this. Lean over your partner.
I need to.
No, stay where you are. Now lean over your partner. Now you see why it's called over?
Okay.
Okay, so that's why you would say lean over your partner. Okay, so you can lean back, you can lean forward. Like you might lean out the window. Okay, you might lean out the window, go like this, like that. You're leaning out the window. Now, what does lean mean then? What would you guess? It's generally what it means, if I was to give you a general description, is move the angle of your spine. Okay, so if I lean on the desk, I'm going to do that. Okay, so and when I do put the pressure on the desk, what I'm doing really is changing the angle of my spine. When I lean back, I'm changing the angle of my spine in that direction. And you can lean over someone, etc. Okay, you understand that? Now you maybe heard the expression, oh, lean on me. What's that mean? If you lean on someone, lean on someone. You, Gerini, can you lean on Petrini? Okay, Gerini, lean on Petrini.
I don't know.
Lean on her.
On?
Lean on her.
I don't know.
Okay, right, Gerini, if I, apologies, sorry, Petrini. Okay, if I'm leaning on her, I'm doing this, yes? But it has a metaphorical meaning. Why would you lean on someone? No.
Support?
Yeah, this person, Jeremy, is giving me support. Okay, so I can lean on Jeremy to give me some assistance or help, etc. Okay, so that's how you would use it. You can lean on your friends usually. Okay.
You can use
Yep.
lean straight to stand straight like the back.
No, it doesn't exist in that way. Okay.
How? What can I use
You
for
just
that?
stand straight. Stand straight. You wouldn't. Or for example, if I asked you now, sit up straight. Sit up straight. You're not sitting up straight. Sit up straight. Sit up straight. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, excellent. Now, don't move that position. Don't leave that. Okay, right. Okay, that's how you'd say it. Also, it does have another meaning. Maybe some of you looked this up. It can be used as an adjective with no connection to that whatsoever. Lean meat. Lean meat means no fat.
Okay.
And if you say someone is very lean, they're fit and in good physical condition. Okay? So you might hear that as well. Okay? Next one then, flinch. Does anyone know what flinch means? Does anyone know what flinch means? What? This word. How do you not know that? Flinch. That word there. Okay. Oh, she didn't flinch. She didn't flinch. Do you understand what it means? What does it mean? Like that. Okay. So when somebody goes, you go like that. You move back. You move back. That's what flinch means. Okay. So for example, if I went like that. Okay, she didn't okay, she didn't flinch. She didn't flinch. This woman, yes, she's too lazy to flinch.
Yes.
Okay, okay, excellent. Okay, very good, very good. I think that was the word. I can't remember. Is that the word? Yeah. Okay. Screech. Now, very often when you see this is sort of phonostemic, so it has a sense just with the sound. Do you know any other words that begin with SCR in English? Scream. Do you know any other words? Which? Scream. Don't worry about scream, it doesn't work in this way. Okay, if I said, no, I've forgotten the word. What was the word I was thinking of? Oh yeah, scratch. Okay, for example, scratch, scream, screech. What do they have in common, would you say? Oh, actually, one of the pupils down the road probably did that. Is it nice or bad? Yeah. Okay. So when you hear words that begin with SCR in English, sometimes it has a horrible meaning or a sound or meaning of that's a horrible sound or something like that. Screech is a very, very high-pitched noise that you might make if you have a very high-pitched voice, for example. So, for example, if you were very scared, Petrini, okay, how would you react? Make a noise. Make a noise.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That better be a better performance than that. Okay, so we go again. 3, 2, 1. That's exactly it. Okay, do you understand that? That's a screech.
I'm not screaming like that.
It's a sound that makes it makes your ears go ooh like this. Okay, or you go ooh, I don't like that. Okay, it's very high pitched. Okay, so now I know some of you were laughing at poor Petrini there. So I would like you all to copy her. 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Now, I said all of you, including you down the back. If you don't all do this, you will all be sprayed. Dr. Fernanda? Yes, 3, 2, 1. No? Okay, so that's a screech. Now you might hear the screech of car brakes. So when you brake in the car, when you stop the car, it might make that horrible noise as well if the brakes are not oiled, etc. Okay, so that's screech.
Excuse me, for lean, you have also lean management.
Yes, it's lean management in this case is talking about thin, not big. So it's like a streamlined or whatever. Okay, so all of those are done. This. Okay, so I'll come back to these. Yeah, okay. What's this word mean? To scheme. What's a scheme? Do you know what that means? It's like a plan. It's a plan. It could be a schedule. No, it's usually just create a plan. Okay, now poor Roberto down there, he's dying. Yesterday he was depressed and now okay, the poor man. Okay, so to scheme means the plan. Okay, it means the plan. Okay, now so scheme is a plan, but to scheme usually is prepare for a bad plan. Okay, so if you're scheming, you're planning something bad usually. Okay, so if you describe someone as scheming, it means that they're the kind of person who creates bad plans. Okay, so maybe for example they want to sabotage your prospective relationship, etc. Okay, that would be scheming. So that's a reasonably common word. Okay, what's affordable mean?
Accessible.
Can you afford this? Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Why?
you can
Why?
pay.
Yeah, you have enough money to pay for this. Can you afford a house on Mountjoy Square?
Nobody can.
Okay, well, some people can, but nobody in this class. Okay, probably not. Okay, so it's very, very expensive to buy a house there. Okay, so again, it wouldn't be affordable. And a package is what? What's a package?
A plan of things, several things.
Well, it could be several things together in a maybe, for example, your internet package or whatever. But it's just generally a box that you send in the post or whatever. So an affordable package, or in the context of the internet package that you might have your phone and your modem at home or whatever, all the things are connected. This is a package as well. So all in the contract you might pay for internet access at home and on your phone or whatever, etc., and free calls. That's the package.
Like come.
Yeah, it's all together.
Like
Is it
come.
affordable or not? Okay, so an affordable package. Appraisal, what's that? If somebody does an appraisal, what are they doing? Any ideas? Okay, actually just 1 second now, I'm not sure if I spelled that correctly. Yes, so I did. Okay, so 2 P's. Okay. Okay, so when you appraise something, it's your assessing. Okay, you're analyzing or assessing something. Okay, so that's what the verb appraise means. The verb of appraisal is appraise. 2 P's, I couldn't remember. Okay, to appraise. And the noun is what? What's the pronunciation of that? Appraisal. Do not pronounce it appraisal. It's appraisal. Appraisal. Okay? So if somebody makes an appraisal, like for example, my mother and sister are estate agents. Okay? So they go around and they sell houses or whatever, etc. And they also have to make appraisals on the price of the house for the seller. Okay? So they might say, how much is this house? And then they do an appraisal saying, it's probably 250,000 or whatever. Etc.
Ah, okay.
They're just making an assessment of the price or whatever.
Like it there.
Yeah, they're making an estimate of the house. Okay, now it could be in other contexts as well. Okay, I could give you an appraisal about your English. Okay, I could assess your English and say, you need to work well, or work more with this, or work more with this, or you're fantastic in this area. And maybe, for example, Kayani at the end of her class today or course, she says, Andrew, could you give me an appraisal of my English or my studies here in Castleforth College? And I would say, sorry, Kayani, I don't have enough evidence. Okay, I don't have enough evidence because you were always late. Okay, for example. Okay, so this is an appraisal.
You can say an evaluation.
An average?
Evaluation.
Evaluation. It's sort of like an evaluation, yeah. Okay? So that's all of those. Now, this word here, to tip someone off. Okay, see here? To tip someone off. Now, anyone know? You do know this. Okay? What are tips?
Can be money, like.
Yeah, okay, so the one that you're thinking of, usually most of you, will be money. You're correct about the idea. Yes, and you're correct about that as well. But could you connect those two? So one of the meanings of tip is money that you leave in the restaurant for the servers or whatever. Etc. Okay, and another one that Jeremy and Tachi over here talked about is clue. Give somebody a little idea about the answer. Okay? Now, there's another meaning of tip. This is another meaning of tip. If I tip this, that's going to fall. Okay, that's another meaning of tip. Okay? Okay, so no, drop. It's this. Okay, I go like that, and then the thing moves down onto the table.
Coming from that for the
What's-
money.
Yeah, but what's the connection? Yeah. Okay, so imagine this is money. Imagine this is money. Imagine this is money. No, not slip. This slip is like that. No. Tip is this action. So I go like this, and then I lift it up. What thing in society do you know? Very often it's outside here. Tips things. What tips things? Trucks.
Drugs and supermarkets.
Okay, at the back of a truck, the rubbish will be tipped out the back. Or a tractor will tip something out, the front loader or whatever, etc. Okay, that's tip. Okay, now you can use it in the context of tipping for money.
Yeah.
You could give tip, oh, here's an idea, blah, blah, blah. That's also a tip. Now, if I said, oh, I tipped off the police about the criminal living next door, what am I doing?
You said something.
Yeah, I gave the police some information. So, okay, next door there's a criminal, etc. Okay, so you're tipping off the police. Okay, or you tipped the police off. Okay, that is also acceptable. Okay, we get that? Okay, so that word tip has many different meanings. And then, alright. Actually, I don't know the origin of that. Okay? The word conk out, anyone know what that means? Many of you will conk out at the end of the day. Conk out? Yes.
Tired.
I don't know the origin. Okay, so, but anyway, conk means to go fall asleep. And it means fall asleep because you are so tired. You'll just fall down on the sofa and like this, or go straight home and fall on the bed. I'd like to see where the origin of that word comes from. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so to conk out. It's reasonably common, okay, when you're very tired. The last two, really, I suppose. Okay, this word here. Unbearable. Now you're going to do a little bit more practice on this kind of thing in a minute. Okay, break this up. Bear, and then able at the end.
Able mean you.
Able means what? You can. You can. Un means what? It's the opposite, negative. Now, the problem for you is the word in the middle. But it's not a problem for you because you learnt this in maybe your very first class in English. So you learnt that word in a different form in your very first class in English, but generally you see it in the past participle form. So the verb is wear, what's the next word? Wear, wore, and then the last one? Worn. Okay, now, bear, what's the next one? Bore, and then the last one? Born. Now, there's what you see all the time. You say, oh, I was born in 1981 or whatever it was. Okay? So the verb, past participle form of that verb over there is born. Now, bear means to carry. You're carrying the baby. Okay? So if it's unbearable, you cannot carry it. Okay? But not in the context of the literal meaning. Usually it means you can't carry it in your mind. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, I just don't want to tolerate this. Oh, it's awful. The words that you would very often use, all of you in this class, you would probably say, oh, I can't support this. Oh, I can't tolerate this. I can't support it. You can't use it in English. Okay? You have to say, I can't bear it or I can't stand it. Okay? So if I say, there's one food substance that I can't stand. I can't bear the sight of this food. Okay? I have a phobia. It's true. I have a phobia. I cannot stand the smell. I can't stand the sound. Yes. I have a phobia of tomato ketchup. Okay? It's true. I cannot stand it. It's unbearable for me. I will not. When we were in a relationship, Tanya and I shared a small little flat. I would not allow, I had one rule, I would not allow her to have ketchup in the fridge. Okay, it wasn't allowed in the flat. And if she went to some fast food outlet and she ate tomato ketchup, I could smell it, so she would have to brush her teeth and then I would kiss her. Yeah, I wouldn't kiss her before that. It's awful. For me, this is unbearable. Now, could you give me something that's unbearable for you? Cockroaches. Okay, cockroaches are unbearable for you. Anything else that are unbearable? Or things that are unbearable? I'll tell you what's unbearable for a teacher. When you ask for examples of things that are unbearable, and the students don't answer. So, again... Rats, very good. Anything else? Anything else? What? Snakes, for example. All of these things are unbearable. Or you say, oh, being late for meetings, that's unbearable. Oh, I really, really want you to be late, early, etc. Okay, so unbearable means you can't carry it in your mind. You can't tolerate this. And then the last word, which is related. Okay, so you've settled. The same idea. Okay, now, I have done this a couple of times before, so I'm going to take off the rest. This word here contains a word that has many definitions in English. In fact, it has so many definitions that it takes up pages in the dictionary, in a good dictionary. Okay, so I'm going to take off the second part. And that's the word you're going to be left with. Now, can anyone tell me any of the meanings of that word?
It could be a
Place.
a group of things.
Okay, so first of all,
That is food juice.
okay, wait. The two of you have one definition each. So Wendy has a definition which is mathematical.
Yeah.
Right, for example, I don't know, A equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's the set of 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Tachi is talking about like a movie set. So that's the place where you. That was a very, very. Can everyone just be a little bit careful if you're sitting beside Kayeni? Because you were in the toilet there so long, that probably you have a problem.
No.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh, so you don't have a problem. Okay. Yes, we can. Okay, so a movie set, because then you know any other meanings of sets. Okay, another meaning of set is the home of a badger.
The what?
The home of a badger. Anyone know what a badger is?
No.
Okay, a badger is a type of animal that lives in Ireland. It doesn't very often come out until the night time. That is a badger. Okay? See that picture there? The best I can do is a badger. Okay, now some of you will probably think, oh, it's the one with the smell. It has no smell. Okay, it doesn't have the smell. Okay, it's just it can be a bit angry if you disturb it, etc. But usually it lives at night. Okay, it lives at night. Now, actually, in the past, does everyone understand the word or the expression? A silver fox.
Ah, they should.
What's a silver fox? Any ideas? What's a silver fox? Yeah? A silver fox. To some extent, not really. Okay, you generally have to have hair. You generally have to hair, and your hair has to be silver or grey. Okay, you have to have grey hair, and the person has to be attractive. Okay, so for example, George Clooney has grey hair now, and he's supposed to be attractive. So. Very good, Tachi, very good. Okay, so Tachi thinks that George Clooney is what? A silver fox. He's a silver fox, he is. Unfortunately, one of my students in the afternoon called me a silver fox, Carlinhos. But to be honest, I'm not really a silver fox because I'm not attractive and I don't have grey hair. I have white hair and I'm ugly. And this is more of an appropriate term. I don't look like a silver fox. I look more like a dying badger. Okay, you understand that? Okay, like this. Okay. Now, the place where a badger lives is called a set. Okay, a set. Now, what does this mean? To set the table. What's that? Okay, you put the plates on the table and the cups and the knives and forks, etc. And then I'm going to give you the word that a few of you gave. Actually, I'll give you this word. Settlers. Who are the settlers of Dublin?
Of what?
Of Dublin. Who are the settlers of Dublin? Who settled Dublin? No. The Vikings and then the early Irish people. So these were the people who started Dublin. Okay? They came to Dublin first.
Vikings then?
The Vikings, and then there were an early Celtic group as well. There are two names for Dublin actually. So one of them, you will see both of them. This word, Dublin, it comes from this combination of words, which means black pool. Pool like swimming pool. And if you go to Dublin Castle, very close to that area, under the ground, there is a black pool of water. And that's where you get the name for Dublin, Dublin, or Dublin. The English came along and used that. And then there's another term that you might see on the buses. You might see that. B-A, and then there's a thing called a fada on the top, a fada, and then a C. And that comes from that abbreviation or acronym. Well, I wouldn't guess any of you would be able to pronounce that, but anyone take a guess? No. Balliaflia. Okay? Balliaflia. This word here, this word you will see. Well, any guesses what that means? Ballia means town. Town. Okay? This word town. Now, but if you go around Ireland, if you look at that map on the break or whatever, look how many words on that map begin with the word Bally. Okay? You will find hundreds of places around Ireland with the term Bally at the start. And it's talking about town. Now, this is the town of the Hurdleford. You don't need to worry about that. But these were the early Irish people, and this is where the Vikings settled. Okay? So the Vikings actually sold slaves near Dublin Castle and near that pool. So the two places, one was further down the river. Eventually they became the one town, and that's why it's Dublin. And the Irish term for Dublin is this. Okay? I don't know why I taught you that. It is totally irrelevant for this class, but these were the original settlers, and these were the original settlements. Okay, these were the places where the people came first and stayed. Okay, now if I say, oh, I'm going to settle down now, what does that mean?
You're
Settle down. What do you think of it?
Yeah.
Again?
Leaving from place or?
Yes, it means you go to a place, you start your family, you start a family probably, and you build a house or whatever, and you stay there. Okay? You understand that?
Yeah.
Now, can you see anything in connection to all of them? What do all of them have in common? Yeah, but the word set has some meaning. What do all of those have have in common? There's something there that you would say, yeah, they're all pretty much the same. Okay, I'll give you an idea then. I'll give you a tip. Stay in the same place. Don't move. If you set the table, the plates are not going to move around the table. If you settle in a city or settle down, you're starting a family, you build a house, and you don't move. You're going to stay in that location. That's your home for the rest of your life, probably. If you have a home like a badger, well, that badger is going to stay in the same place, not going to move around. If you have a mathematical set, a mathematical set does not change. You can add things to this, but then it becomes a different set. So a set does not change, it stays the same. If you say a movie set, this is the place in the theatre or whatever, or some building, that doesn't change, okay? It stayed there. It's like a home for the movie. You understand that? So the word set very often has something to do with no change. Now there is a word that almost has the opposite meaning. And it is also a 3-letter word. And it also has ET at the end and 1 letter at the beginning. Does anyone know what it is? No? Try again. No? Try again. Go through the letters of the alphabet. Good. Get, very good. Excellent. Okay, so if I said, what are the meanings of get? Again, you go through a dictionary and you get many, many definitions. But they generally all have something to do with something changing. So if, for example, I get the coffee, I had no coffee, and now I have a coffee. I got the coffee. If I get old, I was not old and now I'm old. I've changed, I've become. You get divorced. You weren't divorced, and then you're happy. You understand that? Exactly. Okay? You weren't married, now you're married, so you get married. Okay? It's getting cold. It wasn't cold, and now it's getting cold. Okay? Everyone get that? Yes. Okay? All right. Okay, so even when I say, does everyone get that? I say, do you understand? If you didn't understand, now you do. Okay? So you get something. Okay, so that's what that means. Now, when you're learning vocabulary, we've done that for an hour, probably. Is that a useful way for you to learn the vocabulary? Is that a useful way to learn the vocabulary?
Yes.
Why? Why? Well, okay. Which ways were more effective than others? Can you remember any of that vocabulary? What words were on the board before I rubbed them all off? Now look at that. Wish me luck. How dare you? But you knew many of those already. You're choosing the one unaffordable prices. What's the one where you can't stand something? Why do you remember that? Why do you remember that?
Because I already know that.
You already knew it. Okay, so can anyone else remember unbearable? Yes, very good. Oh, terrible. What's unbearable mean? It's unbearable for the teacher to look at the students there with their phones in that position instead of that. Okay? But what way how did I try to get you to understand that word? Yeah, I gave you a personal example for me, but that wasn't personal for you. But I did something else. What else? I broke up the word into what?
Lay
Bear, able,
on.
and then what was the word bear? What did that mean?
Carrying.
Carry. What word did you know already that was related to that word?
Born.
Born. Now, one of the ways that I was trying to get you to, and I tried to get you to learn vocabulary without you realizing it, is try to learn something about this. Without you realizing it, you should know a lot of words in English. So etymology is like learning the history of the word. If you learn the history of the word, you can connect it to other words that you already know. If you already know the words, your brain doesn't have to do so much work. Okay? And another good thing about it is it's a story. So if you have stories in your head, it's easier to remember than just lists. Now, I still don't like putting huge amounts of vocabulary on the board, but I'm trying to give you an idea about what you could do with one of those words or two of those words, so there's a pattern. If you saw the word set and you have 5 or 10 definitions, I think it's probably easier for you to remember just something that they all have in common than, okay, now every single time I see the word set, oh, it's the home of a badger? What the hell? Why is that? Or a mathematical set, they don't seem connected at all. But if you ask ChatGPT, give me a list of the definitions of set, and then ask it, what do they all have in common? It will do it for you. Okay, that's a benefit that ChatGPT or AI has that the dictionary will not have. A dictionary will not give you the common overarching meaning. Okay, if it does exist, it's not always there. Okay, yesterday, however, I gave you a lot of other vocabulary at the end of the class.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Samuel, Kayani, it's your last day.
Yes.
Yes. What do we want in this class?
Big enthusiast.
So yesterday, I gave you some vocabulary.
Yes.
Jesus, it feels like a Monday, this. Okay, now can you get back into the groups that you were in yesterday? Okay, so one group I gave you vocabulary about movement, and then the other group I gave you vocabulary about emotion. Can you get back into the groups that you were in yesterday? So one group got this, and another group
I don't
got
have group on the
this.
paper. I don't have it.
Okay, which group were you in? Okay, so stand up and get in the groups that
We
you're
don't
in.
have group.
Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. The people. Yes, all right. Okay, who was in which group? I don't know which groups you were in. So, if you were in this group, go over here. Okay, if you were in that movement group, go over here. If you were in this emotion group, go over here. Okay, so who was in what group? Joanna, what group are you in?
This group
Which group is that?
with the emotions.
You're very lucky, Joanna. In fact, you're not that lucky. Okay, what? Oh no. Oh, get your tiny violins out on your last day. Right, okay, you're in the emotion group. You, Petrini, you are in the... you're in the movement group.
Please, please.
Not yet, yeah, okay, right. And Jerini, you were in this group.
I was there.
Oh, you were in this group?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, okay, go over there. And Wendy, you're in this group. Do you have the pages that I gave you yesterday?
No,
No.
Well, 1 second. Do you have the pages I gave you yesterday?
No.
Yes. Does this group?
I don't have.
Does this group have the pages?
Yes, gave you back.
I gave it back.
No, you gave you back. Yeah, we did.
No,
Oh, you did.
but training.
No, I gave you back.
Right, well, there's some of the vocabulary. Okay, so get in the Wendy. Oh, hang on.
I check
You haven't
that
got
I
it?
don't think-
Okay, so Wendy, you're in that group.
Yeah.
And Julie, this is one here.
Yeah.
Right, you sit down.
I have a photo video.
Yeah, because there are only three here, we can leave the rest of these. Okay, so there's the rest. Okay, now, this group, okay?
It's only one list.
Right, sit down, ladies. Ladies, come on, quick. Okay, so I said yesterday, okay, Petrini, sit down, and Roberto. Okay, so I told you yesterday that I would like you to be creative when you're learning the vocabulary. Okay, you understand that? Now, I asked you, how are you going to learn it? Okay? To be honest, Roberto looks like he's going to pass away at any moment. Okay. Now, I would like you to learn for the next 15 minutes as much as you can from those lists. Okay, from those lists, and then you're going to test the other group. Okay, individually. So, for example, Carla is going to test, maybe, for example, Samuel, and Samuel will test Carla. You understand that? Now, how many are in that group? 6, and how many are in this group? 7. You will test your words on this group, and this group will test on you. But I want you to do it creatively. So you're probably going to have to teach them before you test them. Okay? So how would you teach them before you test them? You understand that? Like, there's no point in saying, okay, what's the word? I don't know. Okay? So you will have to be able to give some instructions to the other group in a creative way. Okay?
How many words we
Oh, I did not tell you. Okay? I said I'm going to give you 15 minutes. You use your brain. How many words do you think is appropriate to teach and test in that period of time? Right, off you go. I want you to think first of a creative way to teach this group some of that vocabulary. Okay? Off you go. Work together. You can work together. You can break into smaller groups inside those groups if you wish. Okay, Joanna, come on, quick. Okay, so you don't all have. Okay, if you want, you can break. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to stay in one big group. You can make smaller groups.
She has
If you want
the
to
pictures of
this. If you want to do it like that.
Thank you.
But you create the same all the words.
That's the one.
Same thing.
Do you understand what you have to do?
Yes.
Yes? No, you look very confused.
I don't understand.
Okay, you have to learn those words.
We have a lot.
And then you're going to creatively.
The
Well, no, you won't learn them now,
But I don't know
but you're
how
going to create
this-
something for them to learn it.
It's
So, for example, you could say, this is one way you could do it. You could just say, okay, right, raise your eyebrows means this.
I don't know.
Okay, what does raise your eyebrows mean? And then they have to get it.
How many words?
But that's not very creative.
For me, one, it's
So you have to teach them this, and then you will test.
one word.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's three.
Oh, well, if you're not creative, get ChatGPT to be creative for you and ask it, how would you creatively learn and test this? All right? If you want. Okay,
I don't know how to.
Two.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Or what?
to teach the other person this one.
Let's separate them. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Why you having
Okay, listen. Is
Because
it,
I have to.
okay, is it intelligent to teach them all of that? Is it?
No.
No, why not? It's a lot, and I'm only giving you a short period of time to learn it. And you have
to decide when
you have to decide how many of those words you want to
one page.
teach them.
For
You might say, which words are important for them to learn? Which words do you think are important for them to learn? And then you have to think of a way of teaching them that word or those words creatively and testing them.
But we
You
need
were
to-
the teacher.
Okay, but you need to choose like different words.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you what to choose. You choose what you think is beneficial for them. And you can break into smaller groups here if you want. We don't have to stay in the bigger room. But you'd better be quick about it.
Okay.
There are 60 words.
11.
60 words.
There are 60. Yes.
Each person selects only one word and says, for me, it could be interest.
Okay.
And write interest.
Let's go do that. Then you take. Oh. Wait.
There's something with the word one in it.
I choose just one.
You choose only one.
I think like it's easier to teach people. No one.
I prefer another.
It's so difficult.
I know, I have my own.
I think that was 4.
Oh my god.
I don't like that.
Okay, only choose one.
So difficult.
Yes. Thank you.
No, I need to find another one.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. You will ask.
Oh, this one. Ah,
I
this
do
is
know.
Easy peasy. Everyone.
Think of the difference in context. Ask ChatGPT when you would use that word.
Ah, this word is
Ask it when
nice.
you would use it. In what context would you use the word lurch?
Yeah.
Ask it. It depends on the context.
Don't
Those words
put
are very, very similar.
the.
Yes. Now, would you think it's a good idea to teach words like that are almost at the same time?
Okay, so
Do you think it's a good idea? No, no. Do you think, so it's a yes or no, do you think it's a good idea to teach them 3 words that have almost the same meaning at the same time? No, don't do it. Oh, yes. But the difference is context. When you see
Okay, we need to
umbra,
try to learn the word.
what
Other
electrical object in your
Okay.
appliance in your house might have the word umbra in it? It's a tumble dryer. What's tumble mean? Go round and round. What do you think tumble means? If you go in a circle like this, you go round and round and round.
How can I explain these words?
Stir or lurch means. When would you do that? In what context? Maybe, or another context. Imagine you did not. When would you do that?
We can give an example.
On a boat.
You are
On a boat.
later.
If the boat is on like this.
It's
and you
I have to look
What's
for
the
I
example they
don't
did?
know what is
My word is easy peasy.
For lurch.
John.
And
One more.
No, call. It's my life. So it's my world and my
so
life.
if it's Sunday and lurch from the side.
My word is
Just, I just say my
Lurch in
life.
general
What is
is
my
not
life?
just-
I don't know how can I
Stumble
say
is
that.
not necessarily from side to side.
It's
Staggered.
Stupefied.
So in that context, why would you teach them all at the same time? Don't.
Me, beginning shocking.
Yeah, it's like
If I say
surprise.
to you like,
Surprise or something.
if I say to you like, when she won the lottery, she was stupefied.
Yeah, that's like extremely surprised. Maybe extremely surprised.
I don't know. Just go to Google Translate.
I created an image. It's like just take a picture of me. It's the same.
Now you have 5 minutes.
Shocking.
Again. Okay, I want you to be able to do it without me. I would pronounce it later. That's the more of an American pronunciation.
Oh my god.
Elated. It's a very common word, but it's not uncommon. Roberto, you have the energy of a dying badger.
Total of your work.
Yes.
Are you sure that's the pronunciation?
Pick.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Of course, but if you can repeat it.
Pig. Pig. Not pig. Pig.
What word?
Pig. Pig. No. The E is more long. It's pig. Not pig. Pig.
If you're not sure, just get to Google Translate and listen to
Yeah.
the pronunciation.
The meaning is to feel offended or irritated. And I have an example if you want. For example. Okay. Right. Was being savage when they ignored the ideas in the meeting. He's already irritated. You understand that? What is the word? Overwhelmed. Yeah, I know the meaning. I usually use that.
Yeah, but
For example, your first day here, maybe you felt overwhelmed.
Because it's small.
So you plan for you, your teacher,
Ah,
all the
well, I
things.
know.
So overwhelmed.
Oh, it's great.
yeah.
Overwhelmed. So, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm so
Are you
sad.
planning something? Travel?
No, for today,
No,
for my life.
Katrini, focus. Katrini, and Kenny,
I
focus.
finished.
You finished all of them and you know what you
Oh,
want.
I need to do.
No, the ones that you want to teach them, and have you some idea how to test them?
Yes, I'm gonna ask them. Do you know what is?
No, that's useless.
No, I
you
can
have
ask
to
like,
teach them.
if I say that for you, do you know?
No, but you have to teach them first.
Yes, but
And then how do you test them after that?
I'm gonna ask.
You did not think about this, so keep going.
I have. Oh my god.
Okay, take a break, take a break.